Good morning. Well, you may be watching this and it not be morning, but it's morning right now for me. This is Susan Smith with Stamp Creatively, and I have some holiday July to December mini catalog. Sale-a-bration. I have a couple cards to show you, and then I'm going to show you how I decided to color one of the items in the catalog. So in the mini July to December, I can't show you the inside yet, but I'll be able to show you that as of July 1st. This is one of the designer series papers. So this is the designer series paper. I did this on our pearlized paper. And then I just put a little Wink of Stella on the designer series paper. So it couldn't be any simpler. But it's a DSP, stamp set of dies, you know, all of our favorite things. So that's one of the things. This is all Sale-a-bration. So the paper is, the words. I mean, occasionally I forget things, so I'm kind of the worst, right? So that's two. And then I'm going to show you one of my favorites. This starts July 1st and ends August 2022. Anytime with Sale-a-bration, if you spend $50, you get an item free. So they have two great items. One is the Hippest Hippos, adorable stamp set. And you're like, I don't know if I like a hippo or not. Well, you do. You just don't know yet, because then you have these dies. And there's a boat, and it cuts out the hippos, and you've got hearts, and you've got swimming goggles, and snorkeling things, and little splashy waves. And this is a propeller for the boat. You have some flowers, sunglasses, a party hat, an umbrella. This is a cute little wash tub, and some stars. And then I have a couple other things over here, some waves and flowers. So like I said, you don't know it yet, but this is going to be one of your favorites. So if you spend $50, you get this, and spend $50, you get this. Okay, so that's two of my new favorite things. The other one is I really like this paper. So it's gold and silver, and it's not as thick as a cardstock. It's pretty thin, but there's just so many different things you can do with a paper like this that has a little bit of shimmer on it. What's nice about it is you can do, oh, here it is. I'm like, I know I brought that sample. Look, I took one of those, our little sponge brushes, blending brushes, and went over it with the Parakeet Party, so I colored it. I colored it because I wanted to take what could be waves or could be grass. So I cut this way. And so you can make waves or grass with this die. So let me show you one of my cute little cards with that hippo that you may not think you like, but you're going to. Okay, so here's, and that's that pretty new paper. And then here's my little hippo. So I colored the hippo a lot yesterday, trying to figure out the way I liked to color it the best. Here's some of my attempts. I did it brown, I did it gray, I did it with blends, I did all kinds of different things. I embossed it. This is how I figured out my favorite way was. So I'm going to show you what I decided was my favorite way to color the hippo. And again, you can do whatever you want. It's your hippo. I used watercolor pencils. I used blends. So this is the petal pink. Let's see, I have the tray out. And this is the smoky slate. Then this is your basic gray. I liked it best stamping on the shimmering white. I just took, this is one of our water painters, and the back of my hand, because I have my mother's hands, I just make sure my water's flowing through. And then I'm just going to take a little bit, and I want it pretty washed out, because I just want to kind of barely color my. If you don't have a lot of water, it'll leave a mark. So you want to make sure you've got a lot of water moving around. I don't know where you are or what day you'll be watching this, but in Indiana today, it's hot. It's going to be smoking. I will be inside working, not outside. Today's not a day for my outside chores. Now I'm going to make sure I don't have any more color in that, and I'm going to go over to this petal pink. Again, I want it pretty wet. So I just want a little bit of color. I'm going to color her little face. She's a her for me. I mean, I get to make her whatever I want. Okay, now I'm pretty much done. I just kind of tinted her face and her belly with the petal pink. I took the smoky slate and tinted her body. Again, I didn't do it real dark. And then I stamped her in basic gray. Now we're going to do my card with the some assembly required. So I'm going to die cut her. And by the magic of, there she is. I took my Stampin' Write markers, and I took my polished pink, and I did her toes, because she should have beautiful toenails. I took the parakeet party and did the little stem, and then I took the sweet sorbet and did the flower. And her ears are polished pink. Okay, so there's my cute little hippo. And then I wanted to mount her on vellum. So I took my vellum piece. This is my vellum. It doesn't show up very well on my table, but trust me, it's vellum. And then I took my, and I don't have any seal here because, of course, I stole it and took it somewhere else. It's hard to work in multiple locations, so we're going to put this on with glue dots. My gosh, these are my super sticky glue dots. They got like energized or something. I don't know. So I'm going to put this on my vellum. And then I took my punch. Here's my decorative circle. And I punched it out so I had a little bit of grass. Then I'm going to tuck her in here. So she's in the grass. She has 1 foot in and 1 foot out of the grass, so she looks like she's walking. Then here are the little flower dies and the stems. So I did this in the parakeet, and this is the sweet sorbet. And it has little textures on it too. So the flower stems have little textures. I'm going to put that on with a little glue dot. My animals all say hot. It's hot. They're all down here with me. Well, they are most of the time. I'm going to stick that corner down. Stay. Stay. And then here's the flowers. If you guys don't have a demonstrator and you need, did you hear that word? Catalog or information, I am Susan Smith at Susan at StampCreatively.com is how you email me, and then my demonstrator business website is Susan M. Smith at StampUp.net. So I added these adorable little, I just used the champagne rhinestones, and then it's spring, so everything needs a butterfly. So now I've built my little, is that not cute? There's a little sparkle. You could use a little wink of Stella because everything's better with a little bit of wink of Stella, right, Linda? Okay, so then to build my card, I wanted to use, move these out of the way. I like to clean this up as I go, or I can't find anything. Everything gets buried. So I liked it on this parakeet party. And then I wanted to put some sorbet on it. So that's cute, but it's not cute enough. So let's try if we do the painted posy embossing folder, because we like it, and I add that. So can you see that texture? So now the painted posy has some texture to it, and I like that. See? Now she's in a whole bunch of flowers. So that's cute, but then this was kind of plain for me. So I cut a 4 by 5 1/4 and ran it through the Hive 3D embossing folder. Now I feel like I'm ready to assemble my card. So, oh, maybe I need one more thing. This is my favorite. This, it's just the metallic mesh. I think it adds so much dimension to a card and just lies so flat. So it's one of my favorites. Again, I tie it on the bolt. I'm gonna do a Facebook Live in about an hour, and in my Facebook Live I'm gonna do some Abigail Rose. It was the fan favorite of camp. So I always try to show you guys what everybody's favorite was at camp last week. So there's the metallic mesh. It's always so hard to decide which side you want up because I like both sides of the Hive embossing folder. So I put my on with my seal. Now it's hard to decide whether I'm going to put this over the mesh or under the mesh. I ran it through the embossing folder a little crooked because I wanted it to be crooked on here. And I knew I was going to cut some of it off. I probably, hindsight is always 20/20. I think I'm going to untie this bow so I can lay this down. Now I'm going to tie it again. And I have just enough ribbon because I already tied it once. There we go. And I'm going to snip this off. So I have my posies. See, you can see all those patterns. I love embossing things because I love the texture on my cards. It just makes me happy. So because I'm using vellum, I'm going to put my dimensionals behind where my characters are, where my little hippo is and her grass. There she is. She makes me happy. Okay, and the words that I could add, oh, you're the best. You're so hip. You're always on point. Love you a ton. I could add the words, but this would be a really cute little happy birthday. It's got all those textures and that bling. All right, friends, thanks for joining me. I hope you like the way I colored my hippo. Don't forget to like this, all of that stuff, and you have a great day. I'm going to get ready for card 2 because I've got to go live in a little bit. And if you saw my hair right now, who doesn't love a good leave-in conditioner? All right, friends, thanks. Have a good one.